For nearly 40 years, the annual Golden Raspberry Awards have been paying tribute to the worst movies to come out of Hollywood. Since the first ceremony in 1981, the Razzie Awards have been seen as the lowest honor in cinema, but many people in the business have taken Razzie wins with a great sense of humor. After all, amazing talents like Halle Berry, Marlon Brando, Alan Menken, and Brad Pitt have won Razzies, so it's best to take them in stride. In the history of the show, some movies have dominated the competition, winning more Razzies than any others in a single year. Holmes and Watson 2018. Razzies 1. 4. There have been 13 movies in the history of the Golden Raspberry Awards to take home 4 trophies, and Holmes and Watson is the most recent one to pull it off. This terrible comedy saw the reunion of Step Brothers co-stars Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, but with much fewer laughs. This time around, the two beloved actors played Sherlock Holmes and John Watson, but neither critics nor audiences were intrigued. At the 2019 Razzies, the film won for Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst Supporting Actor and Worst Prequel, Remake, Rip-Off or Sequel. Catwoman 2004. Razzies 1. 4. One of the more legendary moments in Razzies history came when Halle Berry showed up to the ceremony to accept her trophy for Worst Actress in Catwoman in person. She gave a memorable acceptance speech, holding her Razzie in one hand and her Oscar for 2001's Monsters Ball in the other. The film itself was panned and was considered a modest box office failure, but it was a huge hit at the Razzies. Along with Berry's win, it took home Worst Picture, Worst Director and Worst Screenplay honors at the 2005 ceremony. The Emoji Movie 2017. Razzies 1. 4. At the 2018 Razzies, The Emoji Movie made history by becoming the first animated film to ever win Worst Picture. This flick, which could be summed up simply with a frowning emoji, also won the trophies for Worst Director, Worst Screenplay and Worst Screen Combo. That last award, normally dedicated to a pair of actors, was given to any two obnoxious emojis who appeared together in the film. You know it must be a bad movie when not even Patrick Stewart and Maya Rudolph can save it. Basic Instinct 2 2006. Razzies 1. 4. The original Basic Instinct was a massive box office hit in 1992 that earned 2 Oscar nominations. Its sequel, which came 14 years later, was a notorious flop with virtually anyone who sat through it. It saw Sharon Stone back in her infamous role as a seductive writer who may also be a serial killer, and she won Worst Actress honors at the 2007 Razzies for her work in the film. Basic Instinct 2 also won for Worst Picture, Worst Screenplay and Worst Prequel or Sequel.